Can you reduce your volume? Thank you.
Hello.
Lynn, are we to start now?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So you can see my face.
Yeah, I can see you. Can you see me? I feel like my network is bad.
I can see you too.
Eh. Why isn't it reconnecting?
Hmm?
Okay, so I just shared the link. I would like to wait for people to like join in.
Okay. That first the first link you the first link is the one, right?
The one I shared to you was the okay. Let me share another one. I'm coming.
Okay. It's still the same one. That's the one I shared.
No, no, no. I don't think it's the same one. No.
The one that has the waiting now. Or did you change the time?
No, I didn't change the time.
It's still the same one now. They can reach us with that. Abby.
I don't think so.
Wait till what make I use now.
I just sent you one. Check it and share that one. Network is so bad. Goodness.
Okay. I'm on farm.
Okay, what's up? Have you shared it?
I've shared it, but I don't know, I'm lagging.
It happens. It will come back normal. It's Nigeria network plus it's raining. And I feel so bad that we are starting late.
Why are you not looking so fine? Can you see my
Thank you.
face? Can,
Thank you,
we
Jerry.
don't reach.
You said
Let me go and come back again.
okay. Go and join in
I'm
again.
not
That's
going
what
back.
happened. Okay.
Eh.
Wow. Okay. Let's keep waiting for people to join in. This is my first live, and I have zero guests at the moment. But let's keep hoping. Let's be positive, right? I don't even know. Why is this network so horrible? It just left. Interesting, 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 interesting. Okay, so let's keep waiting for Barrister Jennifer. So sorry for the delay, honestly. My apologies. Nigeria. This is not what I signed up for. Anyways, let's see what happens. Hi, Glam by Belinda. Hello. Welcome. Whew. I'm waiting for Barrister Jennifer to join in. So please exercise some patience. Thank you for joining in, JC. Thank you for joining in. Please invite your friends while we wait for the lawyer. She'll be joining us soon. She just left because of her network. So sorry. Please share to your friends. Okay, she's here. All right. Okay. So let's wait.
Yeah.
Aha.
Ah,
Welcome back.
thank you.
Okay, guys, welcome. If you are here and you're an aspirant, please share to your friends so we get a full house before we begin.
Una no verse. We are on transit.
International lawyer, why are you in transit by this time?
Duty calls, and I have to go. Duty calls.
You have to
You
go,
know.
Abby.
Yeah.
No wahala. Oh yeah, now let me just talk about the outline for today before a few people will join us. So like
Okay.
the thumbnail already says, we'll be talking about like tips for aspirants and for international students and also people who studied in Nigeria. And from the content that we're producing, I did not study in Nigeria and you did. So I had to undergo the Bar Part 1 program before the Bar Part 2 program. So we're going to talk about like the Bar Part 1 program, the Bar Part 2 program, what it's all about. I'll share my experience as an international student during that 4 months. Then you share your experience like studying the Bar Part 2 program in Kano. And then like
Okay.
we'll talk in general about social life, the study tips, hostel accommodation, and just how to like relate generally. And then
Okay.
we just go to like questions and answer because I get a lot of creatives that just text me and say, "Oh, how is it like? It's not really that difficult. How is the fees? What's all those kind of things."
Okay.
So we still have 3 persons here now, and that's quite okay. I think we can just start honestly. So first, let me introduce myself for people who don't know me. Akeme Faustina, and I just completed my Bar Part 1 program, and I'm waiting. Hopefully, I'll get into Bar 2, and I'll be got to the bar. So let's allow our beautiful guest introduce herself.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good evening. She has already introduced me already. I don't know. I think you introduced me earlier on. Well, let me
Yeah.
reintroduce myself. I'm Barrister Jennifer Onoha. I recently called to the bar as of last year. So I'm 1 year back.
Oh, it's
Yes.
not easy. It's not
Yeah.
easy. Okay, so like let's hear about your experience in general studying in Kano campus. How was it like getting in and then how you like felt and everything you can share about the campus in general.
I won't say Kano was awesome, but at the early stage, oh, thank you. At the early stage, I didn't like plan on going to Kano campus. It was not my plan, you know. But at the end of everything, I think God has a reason for everything that happens to someone. So generally, my experience in Kano was awesome, as you all can see. It's not all about um, the place you went for to law school. It's just all about how focused you're ready to put in place to just get your grades and get called to the bar. That's just it. So wherever
Okay.
location you find yourself in, just put in your best, pray and work hard, and everything will go well. Yeah, that's what I can say.
Okay. Okay, so I also have a few questions to ask, but before we get to that, I just want to explain how the Bar Part 1 program works before the Bar Part 2 program. So generally, if you do not study in Nigeria, the Bar Part 1 program is very, very mandatory for you. And it's like a 4 month course to like introduce you into the Nigeria legal system for you to understand how things work. So to get in, the applications are now open for like international students. So you can now apply. Same with the bar two. It's going to be ending like 25th for bar two of August. So I studied in Ghana, if you follow my content, and I had to apply to Nigerian law school. When I got admitted, I had to experience life in Abuja. And generally, it was good, just as you said. It's not mostly about where you are; it's about what you make of it. So now, since you studied in Kano, I feel like a lot of people are always avoiding going to like the north. Like some people are like, "Oh, I don't want to go to Kano. I don't want to go to Port Harcourt. I don't want to go to Lagos." Though I'll be having like other like baristas that have been called in these different campuses. How was like the hostel life in Kano? Like, was it
Hmm.
spacious? Because I'm hearing that people are living six in a room, people are living four in some campuses. How
Okay.
was
No,
Kano life?
seriously speaking, regarding the hostel life, it's nothing to write home about. It's nothing to write home about. Just make up your mind that if you're posted to Kano campus, just go with God and your village people and your family and friends.
This
Because
this is not even encouraging.
no, but
Is it
it's
that bad?
in everything that is bad. There's a comma to something that is bad. So if you want to get the best space in Kano campus, make sure you resume early. Be among the
Okay.
first set of people that resume on time. Don't be like me, because me, I was still fighting to redeploy to another campus. I wanted Abuja from the onset. So I was still like, I spent like a week before I resumed law school. So you see that 1 week, people has already rushed back to school and they've gotten the best space. So I was left with the leftover. So the whole idea is that if you're posted in Kano campus, make sure you resume on time to get the best space. If not, you're going to be 10 in a room, or 7 in a room, or 5 in a room, and you're sharing one toilet.
Seven in a
I
room.
Yeah, 7, there's 10 in a room, and there's 6 in a room.
Okay.
But if you resume
This
on
is new
time,
information.
if you resume on time, you can get like 2 in a room, 4 in a room, and that's the best. Yeah. And everyone have their
So
wardrobe
like
in
the
those ones.
campuses have, is it like the campus has, sorry, excuse me. Is it like the hostels, the two is there and then the four
Okay,
is
now
there.
and
So if you
let me
resume
explain
early, where the
further.
two is the
There's this new
okay.
hostel
Okay.
that I think it was recently
Mm-hmm.
built, like let's say 4 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still new and still fitted. It has like its own cabinet, its own wardrobe for each student, but 4 in a
Mm-hmm.
room. Then, if you
Mm-hmm.
if you know if you've been to a boarding school before, you know how the dormitory are, right? With bunks,
Mm-hmm.
iron bunks.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally where I slept. So you have to learn how to climb bunk if you're not used to climbing bunk.
Wow.
So literally, as I resumed late, I got a space, 6 sharing in a room, no
Mm-hmm.
enough ventilation, save just one window, yes, and there's no wardrobe. You just have to keep your box in a
How is that
corner.
conducive for studying?
I don't know how we did it, but that's what I say. You have to carry your
But
cup.
how come this information is not online?
It will be
This
online.
is the first time hearing that.
It would
No,
be
no, no.
online.
This is the first time hearing 10 in a room. No, no, no. Like,
It would,
no wonder people want to actually flood Abuja
yeah,
campus.
me,
Hey,
I
God,
also
no.
did bar one. I did bar one. So I stayed in Abuja campus, so I know how Abuja campus was conducive for learning. So when they shipped
Yes.
me to Kano, I was depressed. It's shipping. They shipped me. So when these people literally shipped me. So when they
Wow.
shipped me, I think I was depressed for 3 weeks
Mhm.
before I got myself in check. Like I accepted my reality. Like, Jenny, this is you now. Either you accept it or you cancel law school. So that's just it. So if you're
Wow.
posted in Kano or any other state, that's not Abuja, just accept your fate. Yola too is not really nice, but if you resume on time, you can still get the best of the best. Yeah.
All right. So this hostel accommodation, does it come with your fees?
Does it come with what?
Or you get to pay for it? Your school fees.
Yes. It's hostel accommodation comes with school fees. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So like how was the food like? Was it, did you have a lot of variety like it was like in Abuja?
I didn't get your question. Sorry.
I said how was the food like?
I think it's breaking. How was the what? Oh, food.
The
Okay,
food,
food. I didn't
food,
get that
nni.
earlier on. It's the north now. What do you expect? There's other people that your tribal food is there. Yes, like the
Mm,
food is awesome and affordable. Yeah, it's just for you to
okay.
know what you want to eat. At least with 500, you can get a plate of swallow or rice or noodles, anyone you want to eat. There's Kano. One thing I really enjoyed in Kano, there's a whole lot of food to eat. Like a whole lot
Okay.
of things to eat. I even gained weight in Kano. I don't know where it came from, but I think I enjoyed Kano. I think
Really?
I enjoyed Kano. Yeah.
That's nice. The classes like, because I hear that some campuses they have classes till like 6 p.m., some 3, some 2. When does when does the class end in Kano?
Okay. We had, due to the fact that we are much, the class wasn't gonna be enough for like 1,000 people. So we had like two badges, Group A and Group B. So this week, Group A goes to lecture, and like the morning of this week, that's Group A that will go for morning lecture. Then Group B goes for afternoon lecture. Then next week you switch again. Group B goes to attend morning. Group A attend afternoon. Just like that.
Okay, so when does the morning
Morning
end?
ends by 12. Yeah, 12. Then afternoon
Mm,
starts by I think 12:30 to like 4 5 ish. Yeah.
wow,
What is your you're
interesting.
scared of studying?
No, this is actually surprising because I mean, if I didn't know that, I just found out.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
nice. So okay, so moving on, let's just talk about like surviving skills like you had to adopt to help you escape that depression you were feeling in the first time you were posted there.
You just have to. It was very hard for me to wake up on time. I think the time we started Batu, in if you go to Kano, Kano is very cold. It's not like Abuja. Kano is very
Mhm.
cold. So when we resumed early January, after we resumed like November, then we went on Christmas holiday, then came back January period. So it was extremely cold. You know that during the Hamatan season. So it's times whatever in Kano. So you just need to go prepared. So I didn't come prepared that much. I didn't come with enough warm clothes. So I struggled to like waking up early in the morning. So it was a very difficult task for me. And there is no
Mm.
like you're not allowed to have kettles. So you need to come out like like
Mm.
in every hostel they have like a pot and firewood outside. You have to come out and light the
Jesus Christ
firewood
of Nazareth.
and boil water.
Who will light it? Sorry, who will
Anybody,
light
I
it?
literally sometimes I wake up on time to light the firewood. Anybody in your hostel.
Hey!
So if not, I cannot bathe cold water in that 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 that's weather in that weather. So you have to come out, light the firewood, so you'll be able to use hot water, and you have to queue. So if you're going for morning lecture, you have to come out on time. Let's say by 6. So you come out by 6. If someone, maybe some people might be that nice to always like the firewood for people to use.
No, this is not funny. This
No, I'm
no, it's
telling
not funny,
you.
but it's funny
I'm
because
telling you,
how
you
do you
have to.
expect me to wake up? So wait, so is there light? Because this restrict, is there light there?
Even if there's light, we are not allowed to use what is it?
Electric kettles.
Electrical kettle. Yes, you're not allowed to use it. It's a contraband.
Hey,
It's contraband for real.
I'm
So the only
sorry,
thing
I'm not supposed
allowed
to laugh.
is
This is
firewood.
a whole
Yes.
legal profession, the highest in the country, the judiciary. firewood in the 21st century. And
I'm
you people did
serious.
not go to do demonstration against that rubbish.
Hmm. So you just have to put firewood, but the only thing is that the workers there help you to fetch the firewood and set it up for you, but they don't help you light. They just keep the firewood close to that I don't know what that stuff is called. You know, that local thing you use to cook food. Yeah, they just set it around the corner. Then you have to use see, I literally learned how to set firewood.
So you're saying before you attend Nigerian Law School Bar Part 2, learn how to fetch
Set
and light
firewood.
firewood. This
Anyhow.
do you, do you know why I'm so right now I'm so shocked hearing news from Kano? I wonder what people like in other campuses are going to be suffering, like Lagos and the rest. Because if I'm just hearing it
Someone
from
asks
Kano,
you
once I start hosting people from
let
Lagos,
me
I it's like we have to have a whole Zoom. Let the 6 campuses come and discuss the one that has the worst living experience, so we know how to position ourselves. Because what the hell, firewood.
yeah, Yola was also bad. A lot of people were complaining. The only thing that they were suffering from was snakes. They kept on saying snakes upon snakes upon snakes. So they kept on saying snakes upon snakes upon snakes.
No,
It was
I saw a news one time that was going viral that I think it was a TikTok video where people were like, "Oh, me trying to survive in Nigerian law school where there are like dangerous animals after my life." I thought it was a
yeah.
joke. People were suffering
No,
from snakes. And what
that's
did
Yola
the
for you.
director general of that place do about it? Like the person in charge.
Um, they just I think they did fumigation and it killed most of the reptiles and all.
No
Yeah.
small on. But did
Not
anyone go
all.
to hospital or almost died because of it?
And the funny thing, they will tell you that the snake doesn't bite. They tell you it doesn't bite. For real.
I'm so sad, but this is Nigeria, and actually,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I'm just very disappointed because the level of God management is very terrible in this country. I'm not even going to lie. Very
Very.
terrible.
Very, very.
Okay. So if you have any
Very, very.
questions you would like us to answer, please now is the best time to drop it because we might not spend so much time on the live session. So you can start dropping your questions just in case. So you're also a creative now. I see like your videos and things which are quite interesting. So how do you like manage your time to like create and give time for other things like your social life and the rest?
Okay. Um, I'm currently doing a 9 to 5 job. So the time I have for myself is mostly weekends. So anytime I'm out, I maybe create content, if maybe vlog,
Mm-hmm.
or if I'm home, I just create a random content. Then
Mm-hmm.
over, I may use Sunday to edit some,
Mm-hmm.
or I might move it to the next Sunday to just have something to post. Or at times, if I go to work, if I'm less busy, I don't have much thing doing, I can just edit some. Yeah.
So how about when you were in law school?
Okay, in law school, actually paused a little. I paused a little because I felt like it's not something I would combine together. I had a purpose to like pass my law school. So I didn't want anything that would distract that.
Someone is
And
asking how was the
it
social
was
life?
only it was between food and book. That's the only thing. In Kanu, there's nothing like social life. But if it was in my bar one in Abuja, I had amazing social life. Parties,
So
party, party.
when you say there's
But in
nothing like
Kano,
social life, do you mean personally for you or like for the entire people who are going to be attending law school in
Kano is
Kano?
boring. Kano is boring. Sometimes when we want to host social gathering, maybe the DG or the DDG will cancel it. We have to take a permission first. At times they cancel it, and people in Abuja, they always send their flyers, their party, and all that. So the other campuses be like, it's only Abuja people that are enjoying. We Kano or Yola or Port Harcourt or whatsoever, they don't enjoy. Every time Abuja people are partying, like we literally need to
Someone
beg
is
for
asking a
party.
question that is it not difficult um to work and school at the same time? I think they got you wrong. I think the lost people were a bit working and schooling at the
Okay,
same
okay,
time.
yeah, yeah, sorry. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I wasn't working at law school. I meant right now. I think I got Lean wrong. I didn't get the
The
question right.
question.
Yeah,
Okay.
but in law school, I wasn't really creating content. I just paused a little. I paused, but I made videos that edited them when I'm free, like doing break, holidays. Then I post.
But
Yeah.
even with the batch A and part B, you could not create time for yourself to edit and post videos. Barrister
Um,
Jennifer.
I wasn't really consistent on the creating content in Bar one. I wasn't really consistent, but I had an amazing social life. I've had amazing social life. Is it if any place they call party, I'm there. Any place see some of those friends,
I trust
any,
you.
any place they call party, you will see me there. And like, mm, I had fun in Bar
That's
one though.
nice. Okay,
Yeah.
normally I do like get people who text me online like Twitter, TikTok,
Mm.
Instagram, and the rest. And that's the reason why like I wanted to have
Oh,
this live
okay.
video. So a lot of people
Uh,
have been asking about Abuja. So let me just give you guys a few like let
okay,
me
just
share like what Barrister Jennifer just shared about Abuja, about Kano campus in Abuja Light. For the hostels, I think it's very conducive. For all the campuses and things I've heard, I think Abuja should be the best. It's actually two in a room, okay, but four sharing a bathroom. So it's like, let's say it's an apartment, four people share a bathroom and toilet, but two people stay in one room each. For social life, I think it's practically okay. You just have to manage your time well. And then your school fees, as we say, come with accommodation. Unless you want to get accommodation specially off campus, that's fine. When it comes to feeding, it's cool. You have variety. Just make sure you take your meds because food poisoning is also very rampant. You get. So someone just asked the question now here, says that do you guys get to do presentation every day like in
yeah,
bar
you do presentation every day, and you can be called upon to answer questions.
in bar two every day?
Yes,
Which time do they have to be doing the presentation? That's 8 to 12.
in like every like if you're doing criminal litigation, it's once in a week.
Mm.
So there's you have to be in a group that you do tax. So in your group you have group leaders, and sometimes they appoint people that will present. So
Okay.
in during presentation time, there is group one to group 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in group 7, and if group 7 is meant to present for criminal litigation, they will pass the tax on time, ahead of time, so that when you're done, you share with your group members for them to be prepared, because anyone can be called upon to answer, to present. Sorry. Yeah.
Problem. Okay, so if you have questions, you can still keep leaving them in the comment section while we discuss other things. So, like, we finished talking about how you survive, learning how to you know, start up a fire, how to kill snakes, how to focus on your books and not have a social life. So anyone that is thinking about relationship, forget it. Can't focus on your books if you are posted to Kano. Focus. So what are
Why
the
do you want to be
advice?
having relationship?
You say what?
Why would they be having relationship in law school? Then you now one person will pass, one person will fail. Oh, boy.
relationship is a problem. Oh. I think you don't just know book. One of you don't know book. Uh-huh. Okay. So
You
someone is
do have time
asking.
to do personal study because
Mhm,
group tax is just 1 hour, and every group have where they meet, and it's not like it's mandatory for you to. But there's some people that derive joy in teaching and doing those tasks. So me, let me tell you the truth. I went to my group tax like twice, and ever since then I never went again. But there's some people that love attending and presenting. That's their thing. So you can actually be in law school and don't present, like you never present. But until one day they called me
that was
to
me in
answer
bar
questions.
one.
So you might be lucky. You might be lucky. I was lucky at some points, but until I normally sit at the back seat until this lecturer of ours, he was taking civil litigation. Yeah,
Mhm,
normally he will take the mic and go to the back and pass to anyone to
mhm,
present
mhm,
on a particular topic.
mhm.
So just get ready whenever they give a task, even if it's not your group presenting. Read ahead of class.
When you say get ready, yeah, who is going to Kano?
See, Lynn, they might ship it to Kano. I'm telling you. So in case in case they ship it to Kano campus, my sister, just accept your fate.
It's not even funny. I beg that one. Is, even you even wish it on your enemy. What do you mean they ship it to Kano campus? Is that a joke?
But it's actually fun. It's a beautiful experience, though.
Mm,
Yeah, it is.
interesting. Okay, so someone is asking that in bar one we are required to type and print assignments. Is it the same in
Yeah.
bar two?
Yes, it's the same. It's the same.
Do they even mark that rubbish? It's not it's not
They
good
are
now.
not marking it. It's for you to just read for your
Because
personal
I know
study.
that generally, I
Yeah,
think for those who are
they don't mark
aspirants,
it.
just know this and know peace. Your exam is 100%. That's it. So if you fail your exam, that's it. There's no other thing to come and say, oh, your mid semesters, your tests are helping you, assignments, group work. You're not used to share marks at all. This is not your university. You understand? Okay, so it's not relevant. Someone said so as that doing firewood, we hope they also have projectors. Hope the classroom they don't use like chalkboard or something.
They use projectors. They don't use chalkboard. It's not that bad now.
How will I know that sitting for doing firewood that let me know if you
No,
guys use
but,
projector?
but they don't want you guys to burn down their hostel. They're managing.
Mm. Okay, someone is asking, is it true that you have permanent seats in law school?
No, you can actually
Sitting
have permanent.
position.
People do keep seat for friends.
Is it church?
Yeah,
Okay.
but a lot of people complained about it, so they stopped. If you want a permanent seat, you have to come on time to maintain that particular seat.
And you want to have a permanent seat?
Yeah,
Mm.
and in
Okay, I
Kano,
think
we normally queue.
for
Then they
what?
will take you like queue before you enter the class. Check your if you have your ID card on, if you're dressed properly. So if you're not dressed properly, they tell you to go back. And the hostel, let me tell you something else. The hostel is word apart from the lecture hall
Wow.
because just get ready to
How
trek.
far?
It is far.
Using Abuja campus for instance, how far?
It is far. If you're learning work, see Abuja campus knows how to spoil students. ACK. Okay, yeah, they do have AC.
Oh my god, I feel like Jennifer, you're making me very scared for
No,
people
no,
that are
no,
going
no.
to
I'm
be
just telling
present in
you.
Kano
No, I'm
campus.
just telling you.
So you finish sweating. Okay, is there AC? Are there ACs in the class?
The only people that are very close to the um and again, you know how villages are like community in a village. That's how
Mm.
Kano campus is. It's not like one flat for and students are all there. So now you might find a small hostel in one corner. Then before you see the next hostel, you have to make a journey to the next hostel. So you
Okay,
see, I'm not
but are there
scaring you.
ACs in the class?
There are ACs in the class, but it doesn't work at times. It doesn't. Most times it
So you'll be
doesn't.
sweating like a pig,
Yeah, you'll
and
be
then there's no
sweating.
AC in your class.
You there's no the AC hardly works. Sometimes they just use the fan, or you just use natural air.
Natural air systems. So they built windows for the classrooms, but they did not think of building windows for where people are going to sleep.
Because we're too much, so they just had to fix people inside a room.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have any other questions, please leave them below
What's the lecture structure like? How many weeks of lectures? Lectures?
before we go for externship and then bar finals. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Uh-huh.
Um, Externship is 4 months. 2 months for court attachment and 2 months for chamber attachment. So immediately that is done, there's actually 1 week, 1 week before attachment. Sorry, externship. Then 1 week after externship to prepare for resumption. Then once that is done, the next thing you just have a week of lecture. Then you have to do fill your logbook for presentation. Those things you learn for externship, you have to come present it, and you get mark for it.
Okay, but like how many months is bar two in general? Like when did
About
you
two,
start?
it's
When did you finish?
it's they said it's 1 year, but it's not up to a year. 10 months, just
Hmm,
10 months. Yeah.
10 months.
So you just
That one almost a year now.
six
What are you
months,
doing
six.
that 2 months for?
It's just like it's 6 months, 6 months of, I think 6 months of lecture, then 4 months of externship.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
Then 3 months half. The 3 months you go for break, the externship break, then come back for it.
For bar finals.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask a question, personal self. I think everybody will have this question. A lot of times you see these people, they're like scared about bar finals. Like, oh, what if I fail? This, that, this, that. Is it really that difficult? That's the
It's
first question.
it's 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 actually deep based on how prepared you are. If you're not, it's if you're not prepared, it's deep. If you're
Mm.
prepared, so some people read from day one. Another thing is not scary. Just make sure that you take your time.
Odogu.
Get no,
It's
I'm
not
not scared.
scary.
Yes, it's not scary in the sense that people tend to overscare themselves based on bad fine, and as a result, they end up hurting themselves or they will fall sick. We lost a lot of our colleagues. Some overread, some had migraines, some some were depressed. They didn't get enough rest. Just minor incident will just end you like that. So, like one of our lecturers always say, if you're reading, make sure you have eat enough food. Don't starve yourself because you're reading for bad final.
Did they share money for food
I get,
with
yeah.
their
There's some
firewood?
people that are not privileged, so they do get meal tickets, free meal tickets.
That's
Yeah,
nice. I'm not sure they have that in Abuja.
depend. I think they might have it, but you don't know about it.
Then I'll go and look for free meal tickets. And also, the
Mm,
second
for
question I have
people
for the
that
time for
cannot
exam.
afford it, leave. MCQ people tend to complain about not having enough time. Yes, MCQ people don't have enough time, and that's why they always tell you that if you're doing your MCQ, just read fast and tick an answer. Don't be reading over and over again. If you don't know, you just pick one answer there. Circle something. It might end up being the answer.
But the MCQs come before the theory now on a
Yes,
different day,
MCQ
right?
comes before this theory. Yes.
Okay. But are
Yeah.
the exams spaced? Do you get space in
There are
between?
no space. This the same. 1 week
We
for
have
the
to fight
exams.
for our rights this year. If they don't give space, people
There.
run mad.
Do you know when we'll be fighting for this right? There is no
No,
space.
It's our time, it's our season. Okay, so I wanted to
There are
ask
no
again.
space.
So all campuses get the same exam question, correct?
Yes, the same exam question. And another thing is that MCQ, you have MCQ one day for all the whole course. Like,
Eh? No, no,
yes,
sorry. You have 7 subjects.
yes,
You write the
okay,
MCQ just one day.
yes, MCQ one day,
Uh-uh.
MCQ one day.
Wait, oh. For how many hours? How many questions? Will they just be mixed together?
Mm, yes, they are mixed together.
Hey!
They are mixed together. They're not mixed. That in one exam sheet, but it's MCQ. Then you have, if it's criminal litigation, after criminal litigation, you go for civil litigation, go for corporate, go for property, and the rest.
Now I see why people fail because that is just very, very, very
Yes,
painful.
it's really
Because that's
stressful.
like jamming a lot of informations in your head, like to try to remove the one that is for civil, the one for criminal.
Yes, that's
My
why a lot of people fail. You have to read everything together for MCQ. But if it's the theory part, you have one course for per day.
like this as lawyers for an open book profession.
And you
I
also know
don't
how
think
the
we are
grading
fighting
system
enough for
works,
our
right?
rights.
Yeah, maybe you guys, maybe you're set to fight for the right. And you know how the grading system is like, right? You're graded with your
Yeah,
score. Yeah.
it's crazy. Okay, so if you have any more questions, we have a few minutes before we close. Now is the best time to ask. We have Bar Jenifer who finished from Kano campus. So use this opportunity well and ask your questions. Okay. So I think in general, we can just like share about ourselves. Please, you guys should please subscribe to Jennifer's channel at Jenny Capable. I'll
Thank
tag
you.
her channel here and also subscribe to mine. If you need any help in like talking about registration, I have a full playlist for that. So be sure to check that out on my channel and also share with your friends. So I'm seeing a few questions popping
Yes.
up there. So let's see.
Okay, so I saw drafting tips and lowest the yes, you the lowest grade. So I think
Mm.
let me answer the lowest grade. Why I said you're graded with your score with your lowest grade. If you have, it's five course we are doing, five subjects. So if you have
Mm.
like a D in one of the course, automatically that means you're graduating with a pass. Even if you have A in the others. So if you have a C, everything will have to be a C, even if you have A's. So they just want you to remain with that A. If you're getting A's, get A's throughout.
Hmm.
Yes. And another course that is very important, professional ethics. If you fail professional ethics, people tend to think professional ethics is very easy, but it's not easy. It's the hardest. Let me tell you. It's the hardest. It looks easy because it's just rule of conduct. Things lawyers are meant to observe. You feel like, it's something I know. But when it comes in exam, the way they trick the questions, they'll put your head like you be like they want you to think like a lawyer. So as they want you to think like a lawyer, you end up not answering the question the right way they want you to answer it. And so a lot of people fail that professional ethics. So
Okay.
if you
So
fail
someone was
professional,
asking. Okay.
yeah, if you fail
Continue.
professional ethics, you automatically you failed Batsu.
I thought that was a myth. It's actually true.
Hmm?
I thought it was like some myth be so it's actually true.
Yeah, it's true. You don't fail professional ethics. If you fail professional ethics, you have to rewrite, I think, most of the course. But if you fail maybe one course, you write that particular course.
Okay. So someone was asking about drafting tips. If you can share any.
Okay. Yes, how you're able to cram and see, if you can cram, cram. And if you can cram, cram. Me, my own drafting tips, the best way I was able to utilize mine was, I'm not this kind of person that learn on time. Like read ahead. Or like I can read, let's say I'm not an early reader. I don't know if you guys understand. I'm not everyone just
Last minute gang.
what work with what works for you. It's not like you will not read though. Just know the necessary things you're meant to know. But you see that drafting, especially like criminal litigation, you have to be learning the draft in class because you have to draft charges, all those things, blah blah blah. So you have to learn them in class. And whenever you go back home, you can just redraft them. But the rest, as time goes on, you will just cram some stuff, and it's not like it's hard though. Drafting is not hard because most of them have the same technique. They have the same pattern. You just
So you
and
basically
again other
so you
things at
basically
times. Yes, at times you feel like you're going to cram all the sections. You don't need to cram all the sections. You just use one section for all of them. If it's criminal, if it's civil litigation, in the drafting, you don't necessarily have to put subsection this and that. If it's section 33, just mention it like that. It's okay.
okay, so like how was your reading schedule like? Did you have to study every single day the way you're talking about reading it during class? Okay, well,
Doing what?
last minute gang.
Yes. Look at the other times I just normally used to make my notes because they don't give you notes.
Mm.
So those period I'm not reading, I'm making notes, making an easy notes that when I want
Wait,
to start.
sorry. They don't give you notes. I didn't get that.
Nah, they don't give you notes. You make notes
Even
yourself.
slides. Is it
Most
Kano campus or is the entire campus?
they hardly give slides. I'm just telling you, entire campus. They hardly give slides. And you work with your textbooks and your the best note is notes in class. Pay attention in class. Because at times when they are teaching, they don't want you to be copying the slide. So you pay attention. Whatever you can jot it down. That's your best note.
I might be reconsidering my choices for Nigerian law school.
Yeah. So even that those textbook, it didn't really work for me. This thing called, I think people know about Blue Bible. All those textbooks are just serere.
Textbook does not
they,
textbook does not
they
work for you.
hardly
How
give
are you
notes.
supposed to survive?
No textbook they there.
No,
There's
like
textbook, but when you open that textbook, you feel like what they are teaching in class is different from what is in the textbook.
I totally understand where you're coming from.
Yes.
I totally
So
understand.
it's what the lecturer said in class that you feel like when they ask you in the exam, you'll be able to blend in because that's what they
Mm.
asked.
Yeah. So
But if you're
someone
the
is
kind of person
asking
that is
that okay.
you're saying what?
Someone's asking that concerning the if you fail the professional ethics, you have to rewrite everything. They're thinking that as that law actually not been changed,
No, it's not been changed. It's not been
it's
changed.
still there.
Yeah, it's still there.
Don't you think that's a problem? Or the past seniors they don't want to work against it?
Professional ethics is easy, but it's another easy course to fail. So the best thing is you learn it on time to avoid failing it. And don't keep it aside because you're reading other courses. Read it a long time with the way you read the rest. That's just the technique. I don't know if you get.
Okay.
Don't just keep push it
Yeah.
aside because you feel it's easy. It's easy, but it's easy to fail.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Someone was asking that Is it like a baseline, one section for the whole civil litigation draft, and maybe other courses? Can you elaborate on that?
Okay, in
I think they
civil,
got it wrong.
civil God has a lot of sections over sections. You have to use rules, laws, everything. Civil procedure rules, civil procedure act, all those things. You can't cram all of them in your head. So what you do is, if there's always a particular section that is explaining something, you that's what you're going to cram. You must not cram the subsections. So just in case they ask you to draft that, you just, if you remember that that drafting is under this section, just quote it under the civil section 24 under civil procedure rule. If it's motion on notice, motion ex parte, you just mention it. But it's one section you're going to use. So it helped matter. It's not like you're going to cram everything. But just know that civil procedure has a lot of section upon sections. And you have to work with it. Is it that civil? I don't want to say anything.
This silence.
Is it that civil and corporate? Babanla. Civil and corporate.
If you are an aspirant to bar two, abeg stop sleeping. Abi by hearing. May they
Courses
no
to
go
take
make
serious.
session, no go trick you like this when you
Courses to
reach.
take serious. You see, civil, corporate, ethics. See those three courses. Take them serious. Take them serious.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Do we have any more questions? Because we have 8 minutes to close. So any more questions? Any more questions? Any more questions? So I think I got a few questions concerning registration online. A lot of people are texting the website
Mm-hmm.
because the last time I checked, when I applied for mine, there was no registration fee for bar one. But as we are speaking right now, you have to pay 30K for registration fee. So don't go
For
and say
part two,
somebody
right?
online has misled you. Please check what they said on the website. Okay, we are going to be lawyers, future lawyers. So cultivate the habit of reading and doing your research. I know the question is good, but this is my advice to you. Please look at the website too. Let's not come and say Eugene, I beg. Thank you.
That's true. That's true.
So I think that will be it for now. So, Barrister Jennifer, thanks so much for gracing us with your audience. Someone is asking a question. Is MCQ 40% and essay 60%?
No,
How
MCQ is 20. It's 20. Yeah, it's 20. It's not 40. Theory is 80. Yeah, I think. Yes, I will pass it. Yes,
theory is
MCQ
80,
is
then
no,
MCQ is
MCQ is
30.
20. Yeah, theory is 80. How often do they give you the campus you picked? Because I picked Abuja. And you just pick. That one is just formality. Once you pick anything, once, see, all those things you are picking, it's not a valid reason for them to give you that. They will just ship you. See, just anything you worship or have faith in, just hold that stuff. If it's God, hold him tight. That is it. If it's God, hold it tight. Because putting Abuja or Lagos is not a guarantee that they'll give you that. They might give you a different state. Me, I kept Abuja, Abienugu. Kano was not even there. I don't even know how I got Kano. How?
I was seeing a question before that campus own. I think do you actually need passport photographs wearing law school tie to apply? Is that to apply?
Yes, it's not. It wasn't wear law school tie. Just have to be corporate. It can maybe a gown, black and white, and all that. Yeah.
Someone is saying, can you please come again with the essay? You mentioned different
What
sections and
essay?
pages. I think for the
Okay,
MCQs and the essay part. I
okay,
think
the
that's what
MCQ.
you're talking about.
The MCQ is 20.
Mm.
Like I said, MCQs are answered one day. All the five courses. You do your, that's 100. You're doing 100 MCQ in a day. 20 on each subject. Then the next, maybe the next day, you start with your theory parts. But all MCQ are answered the same day. So you have to read all your MCQ together.
I can't still believe that information. I hope it
It's not
changes in
changing
my
anywhere.
time because this might
You
not
just
help.
have to,
It
you
will
know,
change
there is
Jesus'
past
name.
questions for MCQ. So you have to learn ahead and time yourself. And MCQ is 1 hour. It's an hour.
For the 7 courses, I'll be
Six,
six
5 courses, not seven. 5. It's 1 hour, I think.
for 1 hour. How many questions?
100. I think, is it 1 hour or 2 hours? But the hour is not much. The hour is not much. I think it's 1 hour. It's not much. So before you have to do self practice before the exam. Time yourself.
Definitely.
Time yourself on each MCQ question you're trying to do. Time yourself maximum of 45 minutes. Yes, MCQ is 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour. So if you're doing practice, self practice, time yourself 45 minutes to see if you can get up to that.
Okay. So I think we are coming to the end of it. So like this one now, just give us one word that we can run with for aspirants. What is that one thing you tell them?
Okay, don't be scared though. I know you guys would have been terrified with the whole lot of things I've said, but you just have to be yourself. Eat right. When you're meant to sleep, sleep. Book is not running away. When
Okay,
you're
ma.
meant to sleep, sleep. Especially nap. Don't ever miss your nap when you're meant to. If your brain needs rest, give your brain that rest it needs. Don't don't pile your brain with a lot of reading when it needs rest. Law school exam, it will definitely come and go, and you excel brilliant. So just give yourself enough time, study and pray. That's just it. And do
Okay.
what works for you.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Those are good, kindly advice. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So,
Yeah.
for bar one aspirants, please, okay? Because it's very like joke. It's just 4 months. You go there, go and play, and then you
Oh,
fail
I'm
and start all
free.
over again. Just take your time for study seriously, as she said. Know when to nap, know when to study, and pray to who
Yeah.
you believe to be.
That
If
one
it's
is
God you
necessary.
believe in,
If it's your
please
village
pray
people
to
you
Him.
believe, you pray to them.
Yeah.
Any if it's they merely anything you believe in, shall pray to the thing. Shall pray to the thing. That's just it.
All right, thank you all for joining this live session today. We
Okay.
have Barrister Jenny from KANO campus. Thank you very much. I will be having other people from Port Harcourt, Lagos, Abuja. So please subscribe so you will not miss out. So you know how to prepare yourself in case they post you or ship you to the north. So you know what to
It's the
do.
shit for me. All right.
All right then. As in there, you've given me a new one. Thank you very much, you all that joined. I'll see you in my next live video.
Thank you for having me, Lynn.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much.